Have you ever said, I am good, I'm okay, when you were not okay at all? Have you ever smiled for your family, your kids, your friends, when your heart was quietly breaking from inside? If that is you, this episode is for you. Let's talk about healing. Hello and namaste. Welcome back to Sara Khushiko Yatra, the journey to complete happiness. I'm your friend Sabu and I'm so grateful that you are here today. In this episode, we are going to talk about healing, or let's say today I'm walking this journey of healing with you all, not as an expert, but as a woman, as a mother, a daughter, a wife who is still learning, still growing, and still healing every single day. Today, we are talking about a word that sounds very simple but carries so much depth. It is healing. We will explore what healing really means, why it is so hard to heal, why healing is necessary, and also, very important, how we can gently walk this path without rushing ourselves. So आउनुस् सुरु गरौँ हाम्रो सारा खुशीको यात्रा. In the silence of the soul, a whisper takes flight. A journey begins from shadow to light. Hello and namaste. Welcome to Sara Khushiko Yatra, the journey to complete happiness. And I'm your friend Sabu. Let's start by understanding healing. What is healing? Healing is not just about feeling better. It is about becoming a whole again. Healing is much more than just a recovery. To heal means getting better, regaining your strength, slowly flourishing again, and on the way to getting things back to normal. But that normal may look different for everyone. For someone, healing means learning to walk again after breaking their ankle. And for someone else, it means hugging their children after a long separation. And for some, it means recovering from surgery. For new mothers, healing might mean finding themselves again after childbirth. Overall, healing represents a beautiful beginning. Jay Shetty, an author, podcaster, and life coach influencer, says, healing is not about changing who you are. It is about becoming more of who you were always meant to be. Healing is not about becoming a completely new person. And there are two types of healing: physical healing and emotional healing. Physical healing is the healing of the body. Like when you get a cut, your skin heals. When you break a bone, it mends over time. When you are sick, your body recovers. We take physical pain seriously because we can see it. If we have a headache, we take medicine. If we have chest pain, we go to see the doctor. But what about the pain we cannot see? And that is emotional healing. This is the healing of the heart, mind, and soul. Like healing from grief after losing someone you love. Healing from trauma, pain, or past wounds. Healing from rejection, shame, or heartbreak. These wounds are invisible, but they are very, very real. We all have carried these emotional wounds for years and years without even realizing how heavy they are. We are so busy with life that we rarely stop and ask, how am I really feeling today? आफ्नो बारेमा सोच्ने फुर्सद त कहाँ हुन्छ र हैन? यो एभ्रीडे रोल्स एन्ड रेस्पोन्सिबिलिटिजले हामीलाई यति धेरै बिजी बनाइरहेको हुन्छ नि, कहिलेकाहीँ राम्रोसँग सास फेर्ने फुर्सद पनि पाउँदैनौँ. अब आफ्नो ह्याप्पिनेस र हिलिङको बारेमा सोच्ने फुर्सद त कहाँबाट पाउनु? We brush off our emotions. We always say, I'm fine, and then move on. But the pain does not disappear just because we ignore it. They live in our body. And when the body cannot hold it anymore, it comes out as anger, overthinking, panic, fatigue. शरीरले थाम्न सक्ने भार मात्रै पो थाम्न सकिन्छ त। भारी नै धेरै भएपछि त त्यो अभियसली कतै न कतैबाट त निस्किन्छ नै। जस्तै रिस, गाली, गलौज, एकदमै धेरै टायर्ड फिल हुने, कोहीसँग नै बोल्न मन नलाग्ने एन्ड एटसेट्रा। Dr. Gabermate, physician and trauma expert, says unexpressed emotions will never die. They are buried alive and will come out later in very uglier ways. Especially in our Nepali community, we rarely talk about emotional pain. If someone speaks up, people often judge and gossip in a very negative way. Because of this, many people suffer in silence. They are scared to share their feelings and emotions. Society-ले के भन्ला, family-ले के भन्ला, nobody will understand me भनेर नै हामी डराउँछौँ. Some compromise their whole life and some lose hope completely. Whereas others, they live their life like emotional zombies, physically alive but mentally completely numb. Sadly, suicide rates among Nepalese living abroad are rising as well. They feel trapped in two different societal cultures and norms. नेपालमा चाहिँ we are taught यस्तो कुरा भन्नु हुँदैन, सहनुपर्छ, सके नि नसके नि गर्नुपर्छ भन्ने चलन छ. तर विदेशमा मेन्टल हेल्थलाई अलि सिरियसली नै लिन्छ. आफूले सक्ने जति मात्रै गर भनेर भन्छ विदेशमा चाहिँ. This conflict makes people feel trapped. जो विदेशमा हुन्छ, they are already transitioning from a lot of changes. Then comes the judgment from people around them. आफन्त भन्ने मान्छेहरूले नै यसो गर, उसो नगर, पैसा पनि कमाउन सकेन यसले त, के गर्छ यसले, किन यस्तो भएको भनेर जज गर्छन्. तपाईहरुले पनि याद गर्नुभएको होला यो सबै कुराहरुलाई. तपाईहरुले नि कतिले भनेको पनि होला आफ्नै लाइफमा पनि. People will judge you so quickly. I have talked about judgment in my previous episode as well, so please listen to that episode if you want to learn more about judgment. Now, in this critical situation, do you think that person will be able to share their feelings to their so-called relatives, family or friends? The answer is no. Never. Open communication गर्ने त वातावरण नै छैन यहाँ. लास्टमा कसैले सुसाइड गरेपछि चाहिँ हामीलाई भनेको भए हुन्थ्यो, we would have helped them, we are very open-minded भनेर भन्छ. But where was that support when they were alive? जिउँदो हुँदा त कसैले के पनि भनेनन्. We are two-faced. देखाउने दात एउटा अनि चपाउने दात एउटा. I have personally felt that judgment in my life as well. There was a time when I was deeply struggling with depression and trauma. I completely caught up with everyone at that time. I didn't feel like going anywhere. I didn't feel like talking to anyone except for my husband and kids. I used to stay in my pajamas for a whole day and avoided talking to anyone. I even took a break from social media as well. I stopped posting on social media. I felt like talking was useless. मलाई अरूलाई भनेर केही फाइदा नै छैन जस्तो लाग्थ्यो. Instead of talking to people who have judged me before, I chose therapy. I chose professional help. I cancelled all my gatherings which were pre-planned, as going in the crowd used to make me feel panicked and anxious. एकदमै मुटु टुक्टु टुक्टु भएर आउने, डर लाग्ने हुन्थ्यो मलाई. At that time, I was taking time to heal myself. So later, I went on a family holiday with my family, thinking the change of place can help me to heal. And that trip truly helped me feel alive again. So, I posted a photo in my social media after a long gap, and guess what? I was judged. They thought I was enjoying holiday, posting photos, but somehow was not well enough to continue with our pre-planned gathering. They thought I was faking my mental health issues, and that's why I didn't show up in their event. They were very young, well-educated people, and I've told them about my mental health situation as well. Well, I didn't explain it in detail, but they were aware about why I was distancing myself. And they still chose to judge me. When I knew about that, I felt bad at first. It hurt me because I thought they were my friends. But then I realized it was not about me. It was their conditioning. We judge based on what we were raised to believe. हामी जन्मेदेखि नै आफूले देखेको, भोगेको, हेरेको, सुनेको भरमा नै अरूलाई जज गर्छौं. We think we know everything. फ्याक्ट के हो त्यो त मतलब नै भएन. जजमेन्ट चाहिँ सही हुन्छ उनीहरुको लागि. So those who have suffered like me and have been judged, or if you have judged others knowingly or unknowingly, then I want you to hear this very clearly. You do not have to live that way. You can heal, you can grow, and you can change. But there is a twist. Healing is hard. We all know healing is hard because we don't want to revisit our pain. पुरानो कुरा कटाउँदा दुःख हुन्छ, नराम्रो लाग्छ. We fear being judged. We fear being seen. मैले यो भनेपछि सबैलाई थाहा हुन्छ भन्ने पिर. We also fear changing. We think everything is going well. Why do I have to change now? We get scared that once it's out, we won't be the same person anymore. And that's why we are stuck in that pain and conditioning. Sometimes familiar pain feels safer than unknown healing. Pain भनेको त हामीलाई थाहा हुन्छ how it feels. तर healing त unknown zone नभए अहिलेलाई हामीलाई थाहा हुँदैन काम सिचुएसन भनेको के हो, हिल हुँदा कस्तो हुन्छ भनेर. So we feel more safer being on the pain because we know what we have to expect than being in the healing phase. But you just need to step into the first step to healing, and that is acceptance. Healing begins with one simple but powerful step, acceptance. You must first admit, I am in pain. मलाई अहिले दुःख भइराछ भनेर त आफूले पहिला एक्सेप्ट गर्नु पर्यो नि त. Ignoring it only makes it worse. भित्र भित्र एकदमै गाह्रो भए पनि we say केही भएको छैन, I'm fine. So do not do that anymore. If your pain is affecting your sleep, your mood, your relationships, or your work, then it is serious and it deserves care and attention. Healing does not mean pretending your pain never existed. It is about acknowledging it and slowly releasing its power over you. For a long time, I thought healing meant being strong all the time, tough, not crying, moving on quickly, forgetting the past. But I have learned that true healing is actually the opposite. Healing means allowing yourself to feel, allowing yourself to cry, allowing yourself to be vulnerable, and allowing yourself to slow down. Healing begins with a little compassion, a little self-awareness, and a little love for yourself. Self-love is not just a fancy word or a trend. We talk about self-love all the time, but do you know what does it really mean? To love yourself means to love your inner child, that little version of you who is still inside you, feeling overwhelmed, scared, or unseen beneath all your responsibilities. That inner child has been carrying so much, and sometimes they just need care, patience, and safety. In my own life, I started my healing journey after many years of silent suffering. We often normalize our pain. यस्तो सबैलाई हुन्छ, बिस्तारै ठिक हुँदै जान्छ भनेर हामी भन्छौँ. Even our culture teach us to endure instead of heal. We learn to say, मलाई केही भएको छैन. Nothing have happened to me. And instead of asking for help, we blame each other. We fight with each other. We scream, we cry, but still we'll never say, I need help. We pretend to be tough on the outside, but inside we are breaking. And deep inside, we know the truth. And slowly, without even realizing, we become emotionally numb. दुःख, पीडा, त्यो सबैलाई लुकाउन खोज्दा हामी हाम्रो खुसी, हाँसोलाई पनि दुःखसँग नै लुकाउँछौँ. Because they all are interconnected. सबै फिलिङ्सहरू एकअर्कासँग कनेक्टेड हुन्छन्. And that is why healing is so important. If you want to feel happy, you have to heal your past wound. So today, I'm going to share my 5 simple steps to healing. Please try to do it every day, and it will definitely help you to navigate your way towards healing. Number 1, acknowledge your pain. This is the most important first step. Instead of pretending you are strong or fine, you pause and say, I'm hurting, and that's okay. You are not weak for feeling pain. Pain is not your enemy. It is a message from your heart. And acknowledging your pain means you stop fighting yourself. You stop judging your feelings, and your pain is valid because you feel it. Number 2, name what you are feeling. Ask yourself gently, what am I feeling right now? Sad, angry, lonely, betrayed, confused, numb? Then say, I'm feeling sad because this, and that makes sense. Naming your emotion brings clarity instead of chaos inside you. Number 3, create a safe space for yourself. Healing needs safety, and you can feel safe by sitting quietly, journaling, praying, talking to a trusted person, speaking to a therapist, walking in nature, listening to music. You are basically telling your heart that you are safe to feel here. Number 4, be compassionate with yourself. Instead of saying, why I'm like this, say, of course I feel this way. I have been through a lot. Talk to yourself like you would talk to your daughter, your best friend, or someone you deeply love, in a soft voice, without any harsh judgment. And last but not the least, number 5, let the feelings move. Do not suppress them. If you feel like crying, cry. If you feel like talking, talk. If you feel like resting, rest. If you feel like sleeping, sleep. Emotions need movement, not control. Suppressed pain stays inside us and becomes anxiety, heaviness, exhaustion, self-doubt. Feeling is actually part of healing. So let the feelings move. As Mel Robbins says, be the friend to yourself that you wish you had. साथी नभएर के भयो त? You can be your own friend, your own cheerleader, and you can love yourself much better than anyone in this whole wide world. यति भन्दै गर्दा आजको लागि मेरो बिदा माग्ने बेला पनि भयो. Today, we talked about healing, why it is so hard to heal, and why it is necessary to heal. I also shared a part of my story as well. So, I just want to tell you that we all have wounds. Every single one of us carries unhealed wounds and past trauma. And your pain does not make you weak. It makes you human. And healing your emotional pain feels hard in the beginning. But your healing is not a burden. It is the greatest gift you can give yourself. So, to all of you listening today, I just want to tell you that healing is not a straight line. It is like waves in the ocean. Some days you feel calm, and some days you feel overwhelmed. Some days you feel strong, and some days you feel fragile again, and that is completely okay. That does not mean you are failing. It just means you are healing. So thank you for walking this healing journey with me today. If this episode touched your heart, please share it with someone who needs to hear this today. And just in case, if nobody told you today, I want to say, I see you, I hear you, and I love you. You are not behind in your life. You are not too much. You are exactly where you need to be. So thank you for being here today. You are already on the path. You are already doing much better than you think. If you like this video and resonate with my words, then please share this video with your friends and family. And please join me again for more stories of healing, hope, and happiness. This is Sabbu sending you love, calmness, and a little spark of happiness. Thank you and namaste.